Good morning YouTubians, it's Kermit's Ghost. It's Monday and it's a Blu-ray release day here in the UK. I've written down some films that I've watched during the week, so two of them are new pickups, so I'll mention them a little bit later. That's Boss Level and Dark Eyes of London. Wrath of Man, which was a subscriber mail, love that film. Lots of twists and turns, one of Statham's best, well paced, good action scenes, well worth a watch. It's not getting a UK Blu-ray release, so you'll have to import that. I have the American one, thanks to Right Cinemas who sent me that. That is region 3, so you can always import that one. He also sent me Saturn 3. Now I thought I hadn't watched this film, but I have, because I recall one of the scenes when Farrah Fawcett is getting a shard removed from her eye by the robot, the murderous robot. Now it stars Farrah Fawcett Majors and Kirk Douglas. Now Kirk Douglas must have something to do with the writing, because Farrah Fawcett was 33, he was 63 at time of filming, and she's naked for a few scenes and sort of rubbing herself all over him. And at one point he's like, I'm thinking of hydroponics, get your kit off. I'll try and think of hydroponics instead of getting excited. So I'm guessing he had something to do with the writing on that one. So yeah, there's a lot of sort of tense scenes in that. Although it's dated because it's the 80s, like technology and things like that, it's still a good film, well worth picking up. Muppets Halloween. So that was really good. Kermit doesn't feature that much. It's more of a gonzo story facing his fears in the Haunted Mansion. If you've ever been on the ride Haunted Mansion, you'll probably get more out of this film, because as a film, it's only about 50 minutes. You'll get more out of it because it does refer to a lot of the dialogue that's actually mentioned on the ride. Good though. It's good. It'd be a good kids introduction to horror because it's not scary at all. So it'd be a good one for the kids at Halloween. Fast and Furious 9. What a pile of drivel. Now I like the Fast and Furious franchise, but that one goes above and beyond ridiculous. It's absolutely mad. It really is. They defy physics all the way through. This scene where Don drives off the cliff, hooks onto a cable, swings across and lands on another cliff. I mean, that would have ripped his car in half and killed them both. How did he know the cable was there? How did he know it was enough to get onto the next cliff? Another car drives off the same cliff and gets caught mid-air by a plane that comes out of nowhere. And don't get me started on the bloody car that's in space. I mean, he's worried about duct taping his suit together. Who sealed the car? There are so many holes in the car. I mean, how did they get onto the docking station? And the fact that they said, oh, we need to find this satellite, and he just looks at the windscreen of a car and point, oh, there it is over there. It's just absolutely mad. And the fact that they play it so serious as well. I mean, either it's comedy or it's serious, one or the other, but they kind of blend the two and it doesn't really work anymore. I would say Helen Mirren's in it for like 2 minutes, and so is Kirk Douglas, so don't expect big roles from them either. I'd give that a good 2 out of 10. So that's it. I'm going to head up to HMV, see what's out, get myself a coffee, and then I'll take you back and show you the pickups. I'll see you all soon. So I'm just heading into HMV and I see they have a group playing on October 16th called Ferocious Dog. These featured in Jamie Powell's video just the other day, just a couple of days ago. Go back, check out his channel and you get an idea of what they sound like. They are very good. So anyway, over to new and trending for this week. So this is The Croods, A New Age. This is just 95 minutes from 2020 Universal Studios. Yours for $14.99. Next is The Forever Purge from 2021, Universal Studios, 103 minutes, and instead of just having a day of purging, lawless marauders want it to go on forever. Next is The Sparks Brothers, a 2-disc special edition from Universal Studios from 2021, 135 minutes, directed by Edgar Wright, and yours for $17.99. Next is Escape Room 2, Tournament of Champions from Sony Pictures, 2021 this one. One movie, but there's 2 cuts. Full running time is 96 minutes, yours for $14.99. Next is a DC animated movie from Warner Brothers called Injustice. This is from 2021 and it's 78 minutes. This is priced at £16.45 on Amazon, so a lot cheaper at $11.99 in HMV. Next is a HMV Premium title, Mystery of the Wax Museum from 1933, directed by Michael Curtis and starring Fay Wray and Lionel Atwill. Yours for $14.99. This is part of the 2 for $25, but the other one isn't. And this is the other HMV Premium title that isn't in the sale for 2 for $25. It's Don't Be Afraid of the Dark from 1973. This is directed by John Newland and it's a made-for-TV horror. Next is the Yokai Monsters Collection, limited edition, 4 movies from Arrow, which ran from 1968 through to 2005 with a runtime of 361 minutes. Yours for $44.99, and that seems to be the standard price. Next we have a regular release of True Romance through Arrow from 1993. There's 1 movie, but there's 2 cuts on this, 121 minutes. Yours for $17.99. Over in the Criterion section now, and we have La Dolce Vita from Fellini. It's from 1960, it's 176 minutes and $17.99. I could have sworn this has already been released at one point. Next, we have a network release of The Singing Ringing Tree from 1957. Again, there's 1 movie, but 2 cuts. It has a running time of 74 minutes, and yours for $14.99. Scream gets a re-release today from Paramount Pictures. It's from 1996, 111 minutes, and a great price at just £6.99, well worth picking up. Over in the World Cinema section now, and we have a Third Window Films release from 2003 called 9 Souls, 120 minutes this one. HMV again, undercut Amazon, $17.99 HMV, £23 and a penny on Amazon. Next title is Porno Star, another Third Window Films from 1998. This one has a runtime of 98 minutes and is yours for $17.99. Well, just as True Romance got a regular edition from Arrow, so does Dune. This is remastered from 1984, 137 minutes, and yours for £17.99. Close Encounters of the Third Kind Director's Cut from Sony Pictures gets re-released today from 1977, 137 minutes. Now this one is $9.99, but there's also one in store, this one the 40th anniversary, for just a few pounds more, but it comes with a whole host of extras. Well worth paying the extra £4 in my opinion. Another Warner Brothers DC collection. This is Superman the Complete Animated Series, 6 discs collector's edition from 1996 to 2000, 3 seasons, 1,138 minutes, yours for $49.99. Heading over to the television section now, and we have The Haunting of Bly Manor. This is a Paramount Pictures mini-series from 2020. It's got a runtime of 484 minutes, and it's yours for £19.99. Next, we have a Sony Pictures release of Leonardo. This is season 1 from 2021. It stars Aidan Turner and Freddie Highmore, and it's yours for £24.99, certificate 12. Next, we have Stephen, which is a Dazzler Media release from 2021. It's a TV miniseries running at 135 minutes, starring Steve Coogan, and it's about trying to secure the convictions of the gang members who murdered Stephen Lawrence. So we're going to take a look now at what 4Ks came out today, and the first one, another Arrow release, is True Romance. Again, 1993, 1 movie, 2 cuts, 121 minutes. Yours for £24.99. Next we have Inglourious Basterds. Now this is getting several releases today, getting a Zavvi release, it's getting this one, which is a cine release from HMV, and it's also getting a regular 4K release. It's from 2009, 153 minutes. Standout Tarantino film, Brad Pitt, Christopher Waltz, Eli Roth, brilliant. Yours for $19.99. And it turns out that Dune is getting a regular release from Arrow on 4K as well. 1984, 137 minutes, directed by David Lynch, and yours for $24.99, and it carries a 12 certificate. Also, Scream gets a release today. It should be tomorrow, but it's today. Again, Paramount Pictures, 1996, 111 minutes. Do get the Blu-ray and the 4K, all for $19.99, and a slipcover too. Over in the anime section now, and they have quite a few out today. Psychopaths, Sinners of the System, limited edition. This is from 2019, 3 movies, 180 minutes. This is a huge, heavy release. Quite a lot of money at $54.99, but you do get a lot for your wad. The regular release of this was released today, but they didn't have it in stock, but I'm showing this one. Mobile Suit Gundam F91. This is a limited edition from 1991, $27.99. Hope you can find the other one. Next we have Eureka 7, High Evolution 2, Anemone. And it's about 7 years after her father died in battle. Anemone finds herself on the same battlefield where he fell. This is yours for $15.99. Next is Seitukai Yako Indomo. This is an MVM Entertainment release. 2010-2017, 2 movies, 710 minutes. It has an 18 certificate, as I believe it's a little bit naughty, and yours for £39.99. So a question I get asked more than others is, can I do a movie room update? So here's Grogu. He's brand new. I bought him about maybe 2 days ago for £30 from HMV. There's Caesar. He still needs a stand. Grogu now needs a stand as well as Kermit. He needs a stand as well. There's a cult movie poster. I will get back to that eventually. This bookcase is new here. This is a HMV Premium Line dedicated bookcase. I had a little plaque engraved and stuck on there. So this holds all of the premium line thus far. I think it's like 145 titles. 2 more come out today, and there's another 3 announced on top of that. So you've got Nipper there holding them all in place. There's room for like another 90 titles. If it just gets filled up, I will move it to another bookcase and dedicate that one instead. So I'll do a view from each corner of the room. This is from the HMV Premium bookcase corner. So this is from the opposing corner where the doorway is. Now we're on the wall of films on the same side as the door, but opposite the HMV Premium bookcase. And the final shot is opposite the door and next to the window in the far corner. Hey everybody, welcome back. These are the pickups for this week. 2 HMV Premium titles, an import, one that was exchanged for last week, and an old title. So we're going to crack on with it. So the first title is an import from Germany, and it is Boss Level. Now this came in the post last week and I've watched it already. It stars Frank Grillo. Now he's an actor I'm not sure if I like or not. He was in Homefront with Jason Statham. He was the baddie and he was pretty good in that, to be fair. Also Brock Rumlow in Captain America Winter Soldier and Civil War. Again, not a bad performance, but he's also been in the god-awful Jiu-Jitsu with Nicolas Cage and Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds. Both terrible movies. I'm not sure he's got the acting chops to carry an entire movie. But in this, he's joined by Mel Gibson and Naomi Watts. I find myself craving scenes with them in it just to balance out his performance. I know he's really well liked in the community, but for me, he's not strong enough actor to carry the entire movie. He needs strong characters around him to sort of balance it out. This is a Groundhog Day kind of film. Frank, or Roy in this, he wakes up every day and he's hunted and swiftly killed by trained assassins. So he's got to try and stay alive long enough and find out why they're doing this. That's all I'm going to say about the plot, really, because I don't want to give too much away. Music's by Clinton Shorter, and he's worked on District 9, Contraband, and Pompeii, that disaster film. It's a clever film. It's got fantastic choreography and stunt work. I did enjoy this one, so it's one more in Frank's favour. It's got a runtime of 100 minutes, not available on Blu-ray in the UK. Surprise, surprise. Let's open it up and see what you get in this German import. So there is artwork of sorts. There's a little helicopter around about there somewhere. And if you've seen the film, you'll know where that's from, what scene that's from. However, there's no reversible art, so you're going to have to stick with this original artwork with that age logo printed on there. So that was Boss Level. Next is Manhunt Season 2. Thought I had this last week, but I did have 2 seasons of Season 2, so I had to take one back and swap them over. DCI Colin Sutton, played by Martin Clunes, is brought in to solve murders that have gone on either too long or very high profile. Very good show, well worth a watch. I will open this one up and show you what's inside. So it's one disc, and that's the artwork on season 1. So as I said before, well worth a watch. The next film is The Dark Eyes of London. This is also known as The Human Monster in the United States. It stars Bela Lugosi as Dr. Orloff, and this is one of only 3, possibly 4 films that Bela Lugosi made in the United Kingdom. One is considered lost forever, so it's quite rare to have an English film with Bela Lugosi in it. In this, he plays an insurance company owner who murders his clients and collects the money for himself. He uses Jake to do his killing. There he is on the back, old Jake, with his makeup and false teeth, played by Wilfred Walters, one of the best horror sort of monsters, if you like, in the British horror genre. He's under the control of Dr. Orloff. Now, the murders are being investigated by Scotland Yard detective and a Chicago lieutenant as well as one of the victim's daughters named Diana, played by Greta Gint. Now, I watched this film Saturday evening, and it's actually available to watch on YouTube, funny enough, and it says on there it's of the best quality you're going to see it, but it isn't, because this is much better quality, and there's more frame information as well because it's cropped on YouTube. It's not the best film, and it certainly isn't the worst one either. It's got the runtime of 76 minutes. Story flows quite well. It's released in 1939, and that's pretty evident with the technology of the day and the attitudes towards women. I thought it was quite a fun film. There is humour in places, mainly from the American lieutenant. Definitely not going to be for everybody's taste, but check it out. Yeah, check it out on YouTube first, see if you're going to like it or not. That's my advice. Let's open this one up and take a look inside. So there's different artwork on the slip to the cover, and this is kind of like almost like a felt, like a balloon material, like a rubbery material. Quite unusual, quite tactile. There's artwork on the disc. There are reversible art cards, and I'll show you the back in a bit. So on the back, that's Wilfred Walter, and he played Jake. That's Bela Lugosi, Dr. Orloff. I'm going to cover that up there because that's a bit of a spoiler in the film, up in the top corner. There's Hugh Williams, that's the Scotland Yard detective. And there's Greta Gint, who plays the victim's daughter, Diana. Now, they don't show a picture in this, oddly enough, of the Chicago detective, who had some of the best lines, but she was a standout performer in this film. There's a viewing notes booklet, 12 pages, and it does contain spoilers, so I'm just going to flip through that quickly. And on the inside reverse of the cover, you do have posters advertising the film from all over the world. So that is The Dark Eyes of London. Now, although it's not the greatest film in the world, this is the best it's ever going to look, in my opinion. The picture quality on this is crystal clear. If you compare it to the YouTube video, the picture's a lot lighter on this one and a lot sharper as well. So you get a lot more detail, not to mention the framing that they've cropped on YouTube. A lot of extras in this, not just within the packaging and the edition, like the art cards, double-sided, and the booklet and the reverse art cover. No, not reverse, but artwork on the inside. But also in the extras itself, you've got a commentary, you've got trailers, and you've also got a nice little documentary involving 2 English film historians that really sort of go into when Bela Lugosi came to the United Kingdom. So well worth a pickup, I believe. So the next 2 are releases from today, both HMV Premium titles. First one is Mystery of the Wax Museum. This is from 1933, spine number 145. It's got a runtime of just 78 minutes on this one. Oddly enough, this was an extra on a previous HMV Premium release, number 44, House of Wax, but it was on DVD as an extra, and now it's on Blu-ray on its own right. Now, despite it having an age logo there, it's actually pre-code, so this age restriction is quite new. It's a horror from the director Michael Curtis, who's also directed brilliant films, Casablanca, Yankee Doodle Dandy, White Christmas, and many, many others as well. You'd recognise most of them. Lionel Atwill stars in this, and he's worked a lot of horror films, Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, Sherlock Holmes movies as well, all pre-1946. You've got Fay Wray, remarkable woman who played Anne Darrow in the original King Kong. She worked right up to 1997, by the way, and she was offered a part in Peter Jackson's Kong, but she turned it down. Now the story is about Ivan, played by Lionel. He reopens a wax museum after his previous partner torched the other one, and the new wax works opens just as dead bodies are going missing from the local morgue. So is there a link? You have to watch it and find out, or you can Google it, I suppose. Let's open this up and see what you get for your money. So as with all HMV Premium titles, the slip box is exactly the same art as the cover, and there's a nice little documentary on here about remembering Fay Ray. So I'm going to actually watch this film tonight and see what it's like. You get a plain blue Blu-ray disc, art cards, and they all have the Warner Brothers logo on the back. There is inner artwork. There's a current list of HMV Premium titles. This list goes up to 140 titles. And a lovely poster. So that was The Mystery of the Wax Museum. Next and last is Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. This is from 1973. I think it was a TV film. It's spy number 146. It stars Kim Darby as Sally. She also starred as Mattie Voss in the 1969 True Grit film with John Wayne, and Halloween Curse of Michael Myers as Deborah Strode. This has also got Jim Hutton in this as Alex. He also starred with John Wayne in Green Berets and Hellfighters, which is getting a Eureka release next week. Hellfighters, that is. Now in this, Sally and Alex are man and wife, and Sally inherits his big house from her grandmother, and she discovers whilst looking around that there's a sealed up fireplace in the basement. Now along comes the handyman, played by William Demarest. Now he's the film savant. That's someone who offers you really good advice, which is promptly ignored. He tells them best keep it sealed, but as I said, promptly ignored. They open it and all hell lets loose. When will people listen to good advice? It's not actually a fireplace, but it's the entrance to a sub-basement. I'll leave it there, but we'll open this one up and take a look inside if it's safe to do so. So there's a slip box and cover art. Inside is the Blu-ray, art cards, inside artwork, and a poster. So that was a 1973 version of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. So before I do my conclusion, I just put the new HMV titles on the shelf, put Nipper in there to keep them in place, and that is it, 146 HMV Premium titles. And now it's over to me to say goodbye. So that is it. Have you seen any of those films, or just want to leave a comment and then put one down below? I will get back to you, I promise. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free. Why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.